Hey dudes, it's your favorite Rainbow Sponget here, aka the Unknown Dweller. I am here with my second ever animal farm. I've gone ahead and made a chicken farm. Now what's special about this farm is that it uses no redstone, no observers, no dispensers, no droppers, no redstone. And let me show you how it works. Over here you have your chicken chamber, your babies grow up, and then you come over here and you go ahead and shoot through the lava that will set your arrow on fire. Sometimes it doesn't, I'm not sure why, but most of the time it will go ahead and set your arrow on fire, causing your chickens to be murdered and their delicious tasty meat to be dropped in here. Now there is a flaw. Sometimes the chicken doesn't get cooked, so in order to counter that, I've gone ahead and thrown in a smoker right next to it. You can just toss it in there, cook it up, then you can just put it back in the chest or do whatever you want with it. The upside to this is that some butchers and some villager butchers you can actually trade the raw chicken with, so it is a useful resource in and of itself. Otherwise, you can also just use it as an egg farm, have your adults up here producing eggs, the eggs get dropped down into the chest, you take the eggs, and you can actually come to the back here, climb this ladder, and go ahead and throw your eggs in here. I'm just using spawn eggs for the purpose of saving time, but you get my point. You just throw the eggs in here very carefully as to not smack the baby chickens, and then they will be held in this chamber and grow up into adult chickens, and the cycle continues. Now it is a little bit more work than an automatic chicken farm. However, if you have a hard time with redstone, this is a good alternative design. So without further ado, let me show you what materials you will need. For this design, you will need one hopper, one chest, one glass, 3 pieces of half slabs, one smoker, which by the way, a smoker is made with a furnace and 4 logs. You will need a bow, some arrows, some fuel, a bucket of lava, 3 ladders, and 29 building blocks. Now the slabs and building blocks can be almost any blocks you want to use. Just make sure you don't use wood or wool. This design is 5 blocks wide by 5 blocks tall by 3 blocks deep, and it doesn't even use all of those. See the corners? You don't have corners here, so this is just a rough guide as to how big it's going to be. So without further ado, let's start building this farm. First, you're going to want to put your blocks like so. Your lava will be falling down, and it will be pooling into here, so it won't spread out. Go ahead and put your chest right there and lead your hopper into that chest. And here's that layer from above. For the next layer, you're going to want to put some blocks here, 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 and here. Then you want to take your quartz slabs, or whatever slabs you're using, go ahead and shift click on the hopper to put one on the hopper, put one on the block next to it, and then put one on that block right there. And then go ahead and take a piece of glass and put it right there. So here is the second layer from above, and just keep in mind that this block, and this block are all half slabs. Now for the next layer, just take your main block and go ahead and put one on all of these blocks like so. You see how you have a gap between your half slab and your block? That's exactly what you're looking for. Here's that layer. Oh, put one right there too. That's not necessary, but it's just there. Here is that layer from above. And for the next layer, go ahead and take your source blocks, your main blocks, whatever. They're not source blocks, whatever these are. Go ahead and put them just like this. Put one right here, put one right there, and right there. So this is that layer from above. And then at this point you can go ahead and put your lava right there. Go grab your ladders, put them along the back here so you can go ahead and climb up. Here's your chamber right here for throwing your eggs in. Go ahead and put your last main blocks right here, and go ahead and put some right here to make it look a little symmetrical from the front, as well as cover up that lava. And don't forget to throw some torches on top or some glowstone, just something to light it up so you don't have anything spawning up there. But that's what that layer looks like from above. That is that layer right there. And really guys, it's that simple. You can put the frames up there if you want to, put decorations, decorate it however you want to. Now the only thing you will need to do that will involve the most effort probably out of all of this is to actually get your chickens in here. You can go ahead and lead some in with seeds, or you can just go ahead, get some eggs from another chicken you have laying around, throw them in there. Let me show you what that looks like. Take your time when you're throwing them in there too, because you don't want to damage your babies too much. I mean, you just don't want them flying out, because if you hit them while they're in the air and if you're holding this button down and you're constantly hitting them, then they'll just keep floating in the air and you'll just have a mess of baby chickens like this. So just take your time when you're dealing with the eggs. But as you can see, you just come over here, shoot them chickens, get that meat, get those feathers, get all of that good stuff. As you can see, we got all of them, and we got one cooked chicken out of that, two feathers, and two raw chickens. I believe there were only one or two or three adults in there. So yeah, the smoker is absolutely completely optional. If you have a different method of cooking your chicken, go ahead and use it. This is just because of that flaw right there. I'm not sure why it doesn't cook. If someone could leave me a comment below saying why that happens, that would be very helpful. Maybe I can create a 2.0 of this farm, one that works a little bit better. But as far as I know, as long as you're killing the adult chickens and not the babies, you will have very little to no loss. So this farm is very productive. Alright guys, if this video helped you in any way, shape, or form, please leave a like, please leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel. I would love to make more farming videos for you guys, more Minecraft videos, period. If you haven't checked it out already, we do have a series about a server experiment that I am kind of running. It's kind of a server experiment, and it's just also a public server, and we're having no rules, and it's kind of crazy. Actually, it's not really that crazy yet, but maybe it will get crazy. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!